Have you ever pondered what it would be like to travel to space? You can get an inside peek at the world's largest immersive experience about life in space. We're talking about the infinite. We are joined live this morning by co-creator Felix Lejeunesse to fill us in on all the details. Good morning to you.
Hey, hi. So thanks for having me on the show. So this is, as you evoked, the largest immersive exhibition ever made on the subject of space exploration. So we sent virtual reality cameras to the International Space Station. They stayed there for 3 years, and we filmed in cinematic virtual reality, a fully immersive format with 12 international astronauts, including 10 NASA astronauts, over that long duration. We brought all of that footage back to Earth, and we created this life-size virtual reproduction of the International Space Station, and audiences can walk inside of it and discover all of that exclusive content as if they were in space with the astronauts.
That is fascinating. You know, what inspired this project in the first place?
So I've been creating virtual reality experiences for a decade, and the dream of one day being able to leverage the immersive power of virtual reality to take audiences to space has been in my dreams and on my mind for a long time. It took a couple of years to get there, but eventually we reached out to NASA and we said, hey, let's open the doors of the International Space Station through the medium of virtual reality, and they accepted, and we began this multi-year production.
Well, tell our viewers, how does this walk-through adventure in space work?
So you arrive to a venue. It's a beautiful venue. It's at the Midland Center for the Arts. You get there, there's an onboarding in this beautiful space, and eventually you put on a VR headset. Once you put on the VR headset, you see yourself as an avatar, and then you enter into a huge open space where you see this life-size reproduction of the International Space Station, and you get to just free roam and explore it the way you want, at the pace you want. As you explore the space station, you will see multiple orbs that you can touch and activate, and they will reveal a cinematic virtual reality scene that has been filmed in space from that specific vantage point. So that is really how the show works. It's a very special way to engage with content, and I encourage audiences to go and see it.
Oh, it sounds like a truly celestial experience, if you will. What do you hope people take away from doing this?
Look, there are two things that audiences, share with us when they go and see the show. The first one is this overview effect. In the experience, you get at the sort of climactic moment of the show, you get to experience the first ever spacewalk in virtual reality. We actually took a VR camera outside of the International Space Station to film 2 astronauts doing a spacewalk and planet Earth. And so you are there floating in space, and you see your home world in its entirety with the perspective of an astronaut. And it's real. It's not generated by a computer. It was filmed in 3D 360 in space. It gives you that feeling of floating above your world. It's very hard to describe, but it's incredibly emotional and powerful. And so audiences really connect to that emotion. And I hope that, people in Midland will get to come and experience that.
Yes, it sounds awe-inspiring for sure. Again, this is at the Midland Center for the Arts. Where can our viewers find out more information?
So you can go on midlandcenter.org dash the infinite, midlandcenter.org dash the infinite, and all the information is going to be available there.
Yes, that opens up Saturday, January 25th. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today.
Thanks for having me.